What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's that time of the week. It's time for the weekly rotation and some variety for sure. I think that's kind of an understatement as compared to usual, because we got some fresh stuff, but we got kind of some fall and spring oriented stuff, some fragrances that I typically wouldn't wear in the heat. We got a straight up, bangers for the summer as well. We got some good stuff here. We got some variety, some interesting varieties to say the least, some new stuff to the collection, some hardcore reachbacks into the collection. I mean, it just, like I said, loads of variety here. It's week number 242 in the rotation, so stay tuned. Starting off on Sunday was one of my favorite fragrances to review that I've reviewed as of late, because it very much reminds me of Electimus Trajan with a little bit more oak moss. It is from Dumont. It is called Tresador Celestia. I'm a huge fan of this one. This is immediate top 5 from the brand for me. I love the way this smells. So any of you not familiar with Trajan, it's a more citrus-based, slight oak moss, kind of a little bit of oak moss in the base, but it's not real heavy and prominent in Trajan, but mainly citrus-based Baccarat Rouge 540. Here, same thing, just a little bit more oak moss. That's the only thing I've noticed that's a huge difference. Not a huge quality difference, though. That kind of surprised me. Yeah, the Electimus is definitely higher quality, but it's not some big gap where it's like, oh, that's way more expensive. It's not that discernible. Not to that level anyways. Performance is phenomenal with this one. It's around $45 before any discounts. This is, in the bottles, I love the bottles in this line. This particular line of fragrances from Dumont's my favorite bottle presentation, and it's my second favorite line overall behind the Barouge line. This is a very close second as far as quality presentation, the profiles that they involve in here. Just really, really good stuff. Check out my full review for more details, but during the day, Dumont Tresador Celestia. Then I got out the shower. It was time for a good old shave with Dior Sauvage. My go-to aftershave splash. You can see that juice level just continuing to drastically drop. Big fan of this one. After, a mere few minutes, I go nose blind to it, but my wife loves when I use this aftershave splash. And I go so nose blind to it because not only is it getting splashed around my head, it's getting splashed all right here. And I mean, it's still on my hand, so I'm literally rubbing chest, collarbone, trap area. So it's just all up in my face, right under my nostrils right away. So I go nose blind to it really, really quick. It's just an intensely fresh twist because it's a lower oil concentration than the eau de toilette. And the skin feel on it is one of the biggest reasons that I like to use it. My skin feels really good when I splash it on after a good shave, so that's why you see it pretty religiously here. It actually comes up again. I used it twice this week because I typically shave about twice a week. I don't shave over and over and over. That's why throughout the week you'll see me getting scruffier and scruffier. You got to remember, I'm shaving more than just this, guys. So it's tedious. So I don't shave every day or every other day because there's a lot gets shaved. So point being, I love going to this one because it smells good. Skin feels really good. Out the shower, had a shave with Dior Sauvage. And moving into Monday, this was a reach back for a cheapy gem that I was just such a fan of. The last 2 years, I've really spoken very highly on this. Came out in 2020. It's not $20 like it was. It's 25 now, but I mean, still $25. It's Eternity Cologne. The Cologne flanker specifically. See how it says Cologne right there at the bottom? So it does smell like Calvin Klein's Eternity. I'm not a big fan of Calvin Klein's Eternity. I love all the flankers. I love the eau de parfum and so on. Eternity was my dad's jam. That was my dad's go-to. It just never really spoke to me as far as fougères, barbershop style fragrances. It's not bad. It just doesn't really speak to me as something I want to wear. This does. This freshens things up. This adds ambroxan. This becomes a me fragrance. That's why I like to rave about this one from time to time. And I featured it in a video topic that suited it perfectly recently. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear the damn thing. So here we are. On Monday during the day and out the shower, I was in the mood for, again, lavender, fresh greens, a little bit of spice, some musk and woods, and that shower gel touch from some ambroxan. that modernizes a kind of timeless men's classic in Eternity. I think that's fair to say. So all day long, Calvin Klein Eternity Cologne. Moving into Tuesday, this was a big reach back. I haven't worn this fragrance in years. You hear me? Every bit of probably 4 years since the last time I sprayed this fragrance on my skin. And it's actually a really good fig fragrance. It's Ferragamo Pour Homme. See? Juice level has not dropped much in this one. Now, I've always liked the fragrance. I'm just constantly getting new stuff, so stuff gets pushed to the back of the collection and doesn't sit. That's why I don't advise. Don't do as I don't. Not monkey see, monkey do. Just because you see me getting all these fragrances doesn't mean it's a cool thing to do. I'm reviewing them for content for you guys to give opinions and stuff. Product reviews. It's what I do. But this stuff got pushed to the back of the collection, and it's unfortunate because it's one of the better woody fig fragrances I've come across. There's a load of notes here. There's a bunch of flankers that have come out in this line, but this is still the best one. I got Ferragamo Oud, I got Subtle Fresh. There's several flankers, but this is the best one. And it never gets mentioned as one of the better fig fragrances. I don't even know if it's still in production. This used to be a straight up $20, $25, 100 ml fragrance. That's really good. Again, it's that simple. There's other citruses, fruits, greens, woods, and stuff like that, but it's mainly a beautiful woody fig. The juiciness here is based around some fig. Really, really good. During the day and again at the shower. Ferragamo Pour Homme. Moving into Wednesday is one of the greatest what used to be a cheap hype beast in the online community ever. I love it. It's one of the best citrus fragrances ever. It's Mercedes-Benz Cologne. And I had somebody thought they were going to be funny and be a smartass in the video the other day. And this was cute. Because I had somebody reach out to me on Instagram. This is not the same person. This is a different person. With a picture of the mini bottle of this at Walmart on Walmart's website for $21. So I already knew this going into the next comment. And he was like, is this the one you're talking about? I'm like, yeah, sure is. I said, it's a 15 ml mini bottle, just in case you didn't notice that's what it is. But yeah, that's it. Later that day, I get a comment. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, they're crazy expensive. It's $21 from Walmart. Like I didn't respond. I didn't even bother saying, yes, that's a mini bottle, pimpin'. The expensive one is go look for the 120 ml. Because if you go look for this 120 ml, it ain't $35-40 like it used to be, guys. It's unfortunate because it used to be $35-40. Even when it creeped up around 50 or 60, when supplies started drying up, that was still a really good price for this. So this gets related to Dior Homme Cologne, that lemonade smell. But there's actually more going on here. There's a lot of orange. There's orange and mandarin orange in here that are very distinctive. It's mega refreshing. I've always gotten decent performance. I basically bathed in this the other day. I sprayed like 16 sprays or something like that. I normally don't spray that heavy. And I normally don't spray this one that heavy. I just want to just, like I said, bathe in it. It smells so good. I haven't been wearing it in a while. God, it is so good. Man, if you ever get an opportunity to try it, it is that good. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Cologne is the superior take of that profile to all of them. But instead of getting this, it's way easier to get Dior Homme Cologne, and they're very similar. Dior Homme Cologne is actually a little bit higher quality than this. This is similar, but not exactly the same. But one of the greatest citrus fragrances I've ever smelled. I've put a lot of hype on this one over the years. The reason I don't talk about it much anymore is because it's hard to find. And when you do find it, they're overpriced. Resellers, they're gouging. You know, I get it. But yeah, to the gentleman that was trying to hit me, be matter of fact, like, oh, it's not that expensive. Yeah, you go buy your mini bottle, then go try to find the 4 ounce. Don't worry, I don't need it. I don't need you to come back and bro, you were right, or an apology or nothing. Just, guys, before you're gonna try to, drop some truth bombs on people, make sure you understand the truth and do a little research first, because I laugh when I get those comments. Because look, I'm not in the know on everything. By no means do I know it all, but I just thought it was fun. I don't sit here and say a fragrance is discontinued and really expensive on the resale market unless I'm certain of said comment. This, best of luck to anyone that wants to grab it. The crazy prices they're commanding, it's not worth it. Just get Dior Homme Cologne. Just get Jimmy Choo Man Ice. Hell, if you're going to want to spend decent money on getting the ultimate version, get Chanel Allure Homme Sport Cologne. It's magnificent. During the day, Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Then when I got the shower, this was the fragrance I was saying is definitely for cooler weather. I just did a full review on it. It's Grand Memoir number 2. This is a Dumont fragrance. This is an interesting one because I can't pinpoint it on smelling like any one particular fragrance. It's got a little bit of Armani Code going on. It's got some spices, some woods, some florals, tonka bean sweetness. It's pretty powdery. You gotta like powder. It's screaming out of this atomizer. Such a good fragrance. I highly encourage checking out my full review if you want to get the deep dive and the full thoughts on this one, because performance is crazy. It's rare I come across one that to me is unique from Dumont anyways. It doesn't walk me down a path of any specific fragrance or blend of fragrances, aside from me getting a little bit of an Armani Code relation. But again, it's not an Armani Code dupe or anything like that. It's not that close to Code. But that's me trying to find stuff to paint a picture for you guys when I come across things like that. But pretty impressive. If you like powdery fragrances, that definitely more of a cool weather type of thing, out the shower, I wore Grand Memoir number 2 from Dumont. So moving into Thursday, tried and true. I love to go back to it. It's my favorite fragrance currently in my collection. It is Zaharoff Signature Seraphim Blue. And as per usual, the juice level continues to drop. It never gets old. I'm not sick of it yet. Because some things, on occasion, I'll go back to stuff rapidly. Usually for a much shorter period of time than I keep going to this one. Because I'll be like, I'm tired of going back to it over and over. Because I like variety. That's why I have so many. One of the main reasons I have so many fragrances. I like the variety when it comes to fragrance. But this just speaks to me so well. I highly encourage getting a sample and checking this one out. Wintergreen, fresh, crisp, not real fruity. Coconuts, not too coconutty, at least not to me. Some have said they get loads of coconut. I get a little creaminess from it. Powdery iris, salty, breezy, aquatic, misty air kind of smell. A little bit of musk. Like this is that jam. Light blue with longevity. That's the way I like to describe it. Back to the well, as per usual. It's here basically every week. During the day, Seraphim Blue from Zaharoff. And then we got the shower. Big time reach back. I haven't worn this in a while. This used to be my favorite. Nautica Classic, longtime followers of the channel. Haven't seen this bottle too often in a while. This used to be every week. Like this is every week. This used to be every week. It's my favorite, all-time favorite out the shower fragrance. Been through many bottles over the years. I have a vintage bottle. I've had vintage bottles back when they were just what was on the market. You know, Nautica, back before it was Nautica Classic. It never gets old to me. Super weak, 2 to 3 hour fragrance and it's gone. But I just love this salty marine fragrance. It's just great out the shower. A nice little refresher, a great gem bag fragrance. It's always been good for that. Out the shower, one of the greatest, for me anyways, out the shower fragrances of all time, Nautica Classic. This is the one I was referring to that's the banger. This is a home run of a fragrance. You hear me? Home freaking run. This is from Kajal. This is called Aican, their newest release. Just got it in the other day. Did a live first impressions. I could not believe I totally nailed the top notes on this one. They're that discernible. Mandarin orange, pineapple, and passion fruit. And you smell all of it clear as day. It is a sweet, juicy fruit delight in the top. A little powdery. A little touch of spice starts to creep in. This is so freaking good. Wife loves this fragrance too. She loves the dry down. She loves the opening. She smelled it at every stage. Constantly compliments me on this one. I damn near want to keep telling myself how good I smell. This is... Man. Look, Lamar's special. That's why I refuse to put anything above Lamar from the House of Kajal. But this is scary close second to taking that crown from Lamar for me. Lamar is just too special. Lamar is a more interesting fragrance. That's why I just can't take its crown away. But the wearability factor is higher on this one because it's just so approachable and easy to wear and fun. It's fun, it's fresh, but you could get away with this in a lot of situations. Man, this is so good. I had to wear it immediately, hence why it's in the rotation. I wore it the very next day. It's so good. I strongly encourage getting a sample from the website and checking this one out because banger alert. During the day, Aican from Kajal. And out the shower, put that right here, it was time for another good old shave. We went with Sauvage Aftershave Splash once again. Nothing new to add to the conversation that I didn't speak on about this one earlier. So we'll just give it a little sniff and move on to the next day. Finally, on Saturday, I wore this one during the day. I actually forgot to do a shorts video for my sin of the day. I ended up spraying it on my arm again for some more testing because I'm going to be filming a review for this one after. I have mixed feelings about this one. Tresador Mystique from Dumont, another one in that Tresador line. Because I get this violety iris. So let me just tell you what this one's about, right? So it's basically a woody iris fragrance. You get some sweetness. Way later, turns into like a vanilla fragrance. Like way later, like this morning when I woke up. A lot of vanilla. I was surprised by it. Like it's not a lipsticky, waxy type of iris. It's more that violety, earthy kind of smell. Kind of in between, being that very flowery type of smell and the earthiness. Not real waxy and lipstick makeup bag. So they use some pretty good quality iris here. I'm not going to say it's Florentine iris. I doubt it's that. It would be a little bit more earthy than it currently is, or what I actually smell. But musky, woody, slightly earthy, violety smelling iris woods. It's vetiver. I think cedar wood's in here as well, if I remember correctly. It's elegant but not serious. It's casual but not playful. Like it's kind of in that weird middle ground of you can pull it off casually, but maybe you should dress it up. And you can absolutely dress it up, but maybe you don't necessarily need to. It's kind of in that middle ground, like really teetering. The in-between, like I want to say it's not perfect for dressy occasions, and I want to say it's not perfect for casual occasions either. But the quality here is like excellent. This is another reason that I said this is my third fragrance I sample in this line and test, and this line is excellent from Dumont. It is an excellent line. The profiles here seem to have a little bit more elegance to them overall. They're not as playful as the Barouge line can be. This one, it throws me for a loop because it's like, I don't know where to place it specifically. It's really good. It's above an 8 out of 10. I haven't calculated the score yet to get the cumulative. Check out the full review for that. But the scent alone on this one's like every bit of an 8.5. It's a great smelling fragrance. The quality is really good. And this is the other thing that kind of, I don't know where to go with it because it doesn't remind me of a specific iris fragrance. And guys, I got loads of iris fragrances, from the designer stuff, the synthetic man-made irises, to the most natural of irises, luxury niche fragrances. I got loads of iris-focused fragrances, and I can't place this one to one specific, like it's like this, or it's very much this with a little that. Not really. Like, a little bit of Santal 33, but not the, like, off-putting, because I don't like Santal 33. Like, that's probably the thing I could relate it to the most, but I like this. I don't really care for Santal 33. It's weird. It's like whatever twist from Santal 33 this one takes is kind of where it is, because there's more sweetness to this one as it dries. It's just as woody as Santal 33. The iris definitely is kind of similar to that. So that's the closest thing I can relate it to, is it's kind of Santal 33 with its own twist. And I actually like this one. I'm not a Santal 33 guy. That's why I don't own Santal 33. I like Dossier's version of Santal 33. There's a couple clones of Santal 33 I like, but stay tuned for the full review. During the day and out the shower on Saturday, Tresador Mystique. Well, that was this week's rotation, and until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What'd you wear this week? Definitely comment down below. Did we happen to match at any point? Did you wear any of these fragrances by chance? I'll try to have links to everything down below as best I can. Some of this stuff's discontinued, and some of this might be discontinued. Like, I'm not certain about this one, but I am about this one. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these and give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.